All right, y'all, so we have colored our hair, we've put hair extensions in, we've learned all about getting a blowout for a great day-to-day look, but what about for special appearances and for stage? What are the techniques and the secrets to up the ante and make our hair pop? Today we have Becky Minger, she's with us. She is a pageant coach and a hair and makeup expert. She's gonna be teaching us the tutorial for pageant hair. What you got for us,
Yes,
Becky?
okay, so a couple of tips before we even start, and you may have covered this with everyday hair tips. One of the #1 looks that we go for pageants is that hair, the nice swoop of the hair and nice bouncy curls with a lot of movement. The #1 tip that I can give anyone on getting that pageant curl is have your hair cut in layers.
Really?
Yes. In order to get that bouncy hair with all of that beautiful curl, #1 thing that I tell all of my clients is if you want that look, you've got to have layers cut into your hair.
I've never heard that.
Yes, layers, layers. So that would be #1. And you mentioned hair extensions. Hair extensions really, really help the hair hold pageant curl. So if you're having trouble with your hair falling, your hair won't hold curl, layers and extensions are a really big deal. So let's talk about getting that nice lift and especially that front porch. So one of the things that I would suggest is always curl the hair away from the face for one. So anytime you are creating a curl, let's just take one from the front here, you want to use your whatever hot tool you are using, and you want to always go away from the face. You don't want your hair on stage to be coming inward towards the face. You always want it to be working its way out so that you've got, again, nice flow, and the focus should always be on the face. So next tip, when you are curling your hair for the pageant, first of all, when you blow out your hair, you want to make sure that you're blowing it out so that you're getting a lift at the root. Because again, that's what's going to create the volume that you want. You want a lifted root, so you don't want to blow it down. You want to blow it up. Then when you go to curl the hair, and I'll show you a couple of sections. I like to section the hair off. We'll just start right here at the top. I'm going to take a section at the top, and again, I want to create lift in the hair, especially when we're talking about pageant hair, right? So a couple of tools that I would absolutely recommend. A teasing comb.
A teasing comb.
A teasing comb, folks. We are back to the days of teasing the hair. And then also, one of the things that I really like to use is a powder. It's called powder play, but it's a powder that you put right at the root of the hair.
Oh.
So you're going to spray a little bit of that at the root and kind of shake some of it down. And then you're going to bring the hair forward because again, we want that hair to stay lifted. And so you don't want to tease it and then just let it fall flat. You actually want to hold the hair up, bring it forward, tease it so that you're creating that lift at the root. And then you're going to take your curling iron and you want to start with it coming forward because again, you're creating lift. So you're going to bring it forward and then add that curl.
Do you have that mirror? I want to see what you're doing.
Oh, absolutely. There you go.
Thanks.
So you're always moving forward. You're bringing your hair up. So then if you were to be pin curling your hair, you would just remove your
Oh, look, it just stays.
curling iron. Right? It just stays.
You started in the back, I noticed. So I would have started right here, but you're starting back there.
Well, I'm just showing the first couple of pieces here. This is how you would kind of do your whole head. So then you would pin your hair if you were going to do a pin curl. So again, see, we're having the hair cool off going up because that's where we want it to go. We want it to be lifted.
Up, yeah.
So you don't want it to be falling. You don't want to pin your hair flat because you're not actually creating any lift in the hair.
Oh.
So if we were going to be doing your front porch,
My porch,
as we lovingly call it, we're going to section it off. We're going to put a little bit of our powder lift on there. We're going to tease and tilt your head back for me just a little
Tilt
bit.
it? Okay.
There we go.
Is that what you mean? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Get in there, girlfriend.
Getting in there.
Get in there. And you're teasing from that side.
Yes, I'm teasing from the back, and I'm gonna tease from the side a little bit because for this, since we wanna create your curl this way, we're going to curl it that way. So I'm moving it away from the direction that I want it to go because again, we're creating a lift. And I also am bringing it back slightly. So I am kind of working over and back because we still want it to be moving away from the face. So if I were to want my lift to be here, I want to pull it away and then I would pin it away from where it's going. Does that make sense? Am I saying that correctly? So
I understand.
You're going over and away so that when I take it down, so we're going to take your pin curl down here.
I love it.
You're gonna spray and then brush.
Spray
and then brush.
And brush.
Yep. So, front porch time.
Look at that. It's like sticking straight up.
We're in the South, girl. We got some big pageant hair. Okay, so we've got that lift, right? So I want a little bit of lift right here, just my own personal preference. So I'm gonna partition this off and I'm just gonna tease down and then smooth it out. And again, since you have a layer here, you've got that angle away from your face, this is gonna be able to stay lifted and it's gonna keep that curl. That's why you've got a tighter curl right here, as opposed to if somebody didn't have layers in their hair, that curl is most likely just going to fall flat. So it's really important, if you want that classic pageant look, you've got to have layers in your hair, or else I can't really give you that look. So you're just gonna smooth out that front porch. I'm actually gonna give you a little bit more because why not?
Why not? Go big or go home, girl.
That's right. The bigger the hair, or the higher the hair, the closer to God, right? Isn't that the...
I'm loving it. And that's like this is like the pageant hair tutorial. That's it.
Yeah, that's
layers, extensions.
Layers, extensions, and teasing.
Well, and the curl from away from the face, doing the pin
away
curls.
from the face.
You did the little powder stuff, you teased, and then I guess just working one section at a time.
And then spray and brush.
Spray and brush.
So that's how we do the perfect pageant lift.
Ta-da! Ta-da! I look so good. I just want to like
thanks.
spray me like this.
Just stay.
And then just stay.
Don't move. Don't even think about the wind.